Hi everyone, my name is Shauna Schultz and I am with Nevada County Public Health's CalFresh Healthy Living program. Thank you for tuning in to Eat the Rainbow. My family and I came up with a fun way to eat the rainbow. I took my daughter, Ashlyn, to the produce section in the store and I had her close her eyes and point. She chose 4 different fruits and vegetables for us to use. We then went to eatfresh.org and searched for recipes using those ingredients. We started with 2 produce items because they were both in a recipe that sounded delicious to us. So let's see what she chose. For produce item number 1. She chose pears. And now let's see what she chose for produce item number 2. She chose mangoes. The recipe we chose from eatfresh.org is pear mango salsa. Look how easy it is to eat a rainbow of colors with this salsa. White, yellow, orange, red, and green are all represented in this recipe. There are so many benefits of eating the rainbow. Just look at what a colorful diet provides. We have red foods, which keep your heart healthy, your memory strong, and lower cancer risk. We have green foods, which lower cancer risk, keep your eyes healthy, and keep your bones and teeth strong. We have purple and blue foods that keep you healthy as you age, keep your memory strong, and lower cancer risk. And we have orange and yellow foods, which keep your heart healthy, your eyes healthy, lower cancer risk, and boost immunity. And we don't want to forget about the white foods. They are often forgotten because they're not as colorful, but they still have many healthy benefits, like keeping your heart healthy, lowering cancer risk, and helping to manage cholesterol. So a good thing to do is to write down the fruits and vegetables you eat the most of and see what kind of variety is in your diet. And then next, you can think about how you can add variety to your day. Let's take a look at the star ingredients of the salsa, and we'll start with pears. Pears are sweet and juicy. They have a nice mild flavor. And a good way to tell if a pear is ripe is to check the skin right around the stem. It should be soft. You should be able to kind of wiggle that stem as well. You can store pears at room temperature for 3 to 5 days to allow them to ripen. And then you can keep them in the refrigerator if they're already ripe and try to use them within 5 to 7 days. Pears are a good source of vitamin C and fiber. And of course, pears are delicious when they're raw, but you can also bake them with a little cinnamon, and that makes for a really healthy dessert. And here we have mangoes. Mangoes come in a variety of colors. They can be red, yellow, or green on the outside, and they are yellow or orange on the inside. It's best to choose plump and firm mangoes, and you know a mango is ripe when it feels soft if you press the skin. You can keep them at room temperature when they're ripe and use within 3 to 5 days. Once cut up, though, you want to refrigerate them and use them within 1 to 2 days, or you can freeze them, and that will buy you a little more time. Mangoes are wonderful if you add them to a fruit or a vegetable salad, or blend them into a smoothie, or put them in a salsa, which I'll be showing you how to do next. So stay tuned. Mangoes are a really good source of vitamin A, C, and E, and they're also a good source of potassium.
Hi everybody, Shauna here from and here we are for another episode of Eat the Rainbow. Today I will be showing you an easy way to eat the rainbow by making a very simple salsa using pears and mangoes. So we'll be making a pear mango salsa. Very easy to throw together, and we have a lot of different colors of the rainbow that are going into this salsa. So let's get started. All right, so I have most everything pre-chopped already. Here I have 2 pears that have been chopped and cored. And I left the peel on the pear. You can certainly peel them if you want to, but there's more fiber and vitamins and minerals in the peel. So I just go ahead and leave that on so we get more nutrition out of the pear. Put that into our bowl here. Okay, and then next we're going to put our mango in. We'll be using half of a mango, and I'm going to show you an easy way to cube a mango, because you might be looking at this mango and thinking, how do I cut this? What do I do? So I have 1/2 that's been sliced already, and the way that you slice it is that you want to get around the pit or the core that's in the middle of the mango. So I have the stem side up here, and just hold it carefully, and you just slice down around the pit. And then you can also slice off the other ends too, and there's a little bit of usable mango there. So we're only using half of this mango. And a really easy way to cube it is to take a half, and then you're just going to cut down into it, and you're going to make vertical lines, and then you're going to make some horizontal lines. Put this down here. And you're going almost all the way down to the skin, but you're not piercing the other side of the skin. So more or less you kind of have a grid that you've made. And then you kind of turn it inside out, and you can see we have now these little chunks. And what I usually do is just take a small knife, and I just carefully cut them off. You can also use a spoon, and that's fine as well. We'll add these into our pear mixture here. Let's see. It's best if you can cut away from your hand, just in case you slip. And we'll get these here as well. All right. I'm just going to come in and kind of separate some of these little chunks. You might maybe need to cut them a little bit more, and that's okay. All right. We'll get one more and call it good. All right, so now we have our mango. So far in here we have the pear, which represents white, and then we have the mango, which represents the yellow and orange group. Next we'll be adding some red and some orange. I have about 1/3 of a cup of red bell pepper and 1/3 of a cup of orange bell pepper. You could also use a yellow pepper if you wanted to, and they've been finely chopped. So I maybe used about 1/3 of the bell pepper, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, to get that 1/3 of a cup. So we'll add some more color here, really kind of add some brightness to the dish. And then our next set of ingredients are jalapeno and red onion. So we have the red purple group represented with the red onion, and the green group represented with the jalapeno. All right, so about 1/3 of a cup of red onion, and then a small jalapeno. The red onion, I maybe used 1/4 of a large red onion to get 1/3 of a cup. And the jalapeno has been seeded. And just a word of caution when you're working with jalapeno, you might want to wear gloves. Sometimes that helps, because if you accidentally touch your face, your nose, or your eyes after you've seeded and been chopping that jalapeno, it can really sting. So if that's something that you do frequently, you can wear gloves, or just wash your hands immediately and be careful when you're chopping the jalapeno. All right, we have a couple more ingredients here. We'll be adding some cilantro. I have about 1/4 of a cup of finely chopped cilantro here. And just so you can see what cilantro looks like, here we have our cilantro. And an interesting little tidbit about cilantro, some people have a very strong dislike for cilantro, and most of the time that's completely genetic. So if you know somebody who really, really does not like cilantro, it could be in their genetics. So in that case, you could always leave the cilantro out, and that's fine. Then our last couple ingredients, we'll be adding a few pinches of salt. And then we will be adding some lime juice. I'm going to use the juice of 1 whole lime. So now we have green represented here again. And an easy way to get more juice out of your lime is to take your lime, put it on a flat surface, and just roll it on a cutting board or the counter. And it helps break up the cells in the skin of the lime, and you actually get a lot more juice out of your lime that way. So we'll cut that in half. I'm using this handy little juicer here, but you could just use your hands as well. That's perfectly fine. There's 1/2. And then we'll do the other half. One of the great things about salsa also is you can really make it your own. You can leave out what you want. You can add other things if you like. Play with the ratios of ingredients a little bit. It usually turns out fabulous any way you make it. All right, so we've got this all mixed up. So with all of these colors here that we have in this salsa, we're helping to keep our immune system healthy, keep our heart healthy, our brain healthy, our eyes healthy. Very, very nutrient dense ingredients that we're just eating in a different way. And you can see now, here's our finished product, very colorful. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. I have a few tortilla chips over here. A little taste. That's delicious. I hope that you can make this at home, play around with it, and I hope you enjoy it and are inspired to find new and fun and creative ways to eat the rainbow. All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for joining us. You can visit eatfresh.org for this recipe and many, many other healthy recipes. The recipe is also included in the description for this video. Have a healthy day.